Well, it is Monday, February 13th, day before Valentine's Day. So I figured it's only fitting if we play a Valentine's Day game. This is I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator.
Colonel.
Why is this pronounced Colonel?
Colonel.
You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school. There's no time to sleep in. Smack the clock. Throw the clock out the window. It's time to get up. I can't start my fried chicken empire in bed. You need to take this seriously, or you allow yourself to daydream a bit thinking about the future. You need to take this seriously. I'm trying to be Colonel Sanders. Colonel Bailey. I better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. That's what I'm talking about. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. Miriam, yes. Hi, Miriam. Good morning, Bailey. Why is my name in all caps? Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? It's one way to look at it. Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by Master Chef parents, she always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together, you rescued me from that quicksand box. It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters? I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. 3 days? 3 days? You're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands. Who's trying to catch these Chef Boyardee hands? Hey. It's Ashley? Your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get everything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Bailey's shins alone. Yeah, leave my shins alone. They're perfectly normal. You can't stand Ashley. That's what I'm calling her from now on. Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact it's actually Ashley, but she had to add the extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. Weird comeback, but you know what, Miriam? You're right. You see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man. You read? He looks like a guy from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Okay, let's get through this. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly into it. I think it's broken. And you pull the door open. I love you. I think you mean thank you? Yeah, my name's Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? Did you see him? He looked like he was a child. Back off, Miriam. I think it's just you. Yeah. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. Okay, when is the dating simulator supposed to start? That's what I'm here for. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium in the front of the class. Adorable. Who is this unreasonably cute pup? And why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. He walks in. Colonel Sanders! You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? I would like to remind everyone that Colonel Sanders was a real human being, and they made him into an anime character. If Colonel Sanders was alive today, I just don't think that I just don't know if this game would have been made. It's him. Harland? Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. This over here must be sweaty sweats a lot. Maybe we should open the window back up before the faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Who's the other professor? Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really missed— Quiet! Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Who's Clank? Okay, Clank. Okay, there's a lot of dialogue. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. Why do I just have treats in my pocket? Chicken snack, of course. We're playing a KFC game. His favorite. His favorite. Well, 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 I think there might be some competition for a new star student. That's me. Eyeing you jealously, pay no mind to them if they want it. Okay, blah, blah, blah. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Sit by Colonel Sanders or sit by best friend? I mean, realistically, I would sit by my best friend, so... As soon as you settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Time for a pop quiz! Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A is traveling to point B, and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. Forest is to tree, as chicken is to... feather? Okay, yeah. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork? That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? A pancake looks like a silly camel meat. Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Oh yeah, that's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He is the best boy. Let's go. Your total score is perfect. I'm basically a freaking chef, master chef. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Colonel? I have a girlfriend. Hot diggity, Bailey, you scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. You have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. That is important. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, howdy folks, I'd like to make an announcement. Bro, what's the name of this student? In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. That smell, with his broad shoulders. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy, golden finish. Has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculations, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. But that's all I say about that. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw, nah, dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of these ingredients is poison. Got him. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. Hey, Ashley! What are you doing? You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent. As she slides closer to Colonel Sanders, she realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. I guess I'll try it. Takes one bite as his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please follow my classmates, dig in. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Swim towards the light. Somewhere up ahead, a bright light beckons you. The flavors are so intense you become wrapped up in them. Unable to resist, you reach towards the light. It grabs your hand and pulls you closer. Closer, until your fingertips connect with the ends of everything. Your mind dissolves. There is no Bailey now. There is only herbs and spices. Though Miriam tries to revive you, she cannot. Game over! Game over! I died in the KFC dating simulator. Try again. I mean, it's a secret recipe, so I doubt I'd be able to... Maybe I would be able to impress Colonel Sanders, though, if I was able to identify him. Let's try it. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe. Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe. But there's something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper, deeper, deeper. Yes, even deeper still, until you find it. Could it be blank? He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use blank. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Hey Bailey, you have a beautiful mind. Colonel Sanders, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Ha ha ha, how bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. He's not wrong. Hold on a second. So he's talking about how he's going to open his chain of restaurants. He's talking about how he's going to open KFC. But this cafeteria was established in 2015. KFC was already around before 2015. But Colonel Sanders in this game hasn't started his chain of fried chicken restaurants yet. So in this world, KFC doesn't exist until after 2015. I'm just saying. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. Why is he looking at me like that? He's like in disgust. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Weird, but okay. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Blank! Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And blank definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before. So now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. What would I do? What would I do? What would I do? I feel like if I try to tell him to use another ingredient, he'll get offended. So I'll just be modest. That I really enjoyed your food. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Bailey. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. Maybe we should go into business together. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Ooh, cooking. Cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Smooth. I'm real slick with it. Sure, Bailey. I'll prepare our station. Oh, no. She's gonna get made fun of. Oh, no. Okay, I thought it was gonna be, Ashley and Van. We're gonna, make fun of her for not having a partner or something. Okay, I have to pick. Earlier she said she thought Pop was cute, and personally, I don't agree. But, I'm gonna say Pop. Maybe they can get together. You're the one that called. Why am I in trouble for this? I'm just being a good wingman. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you 2, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. Cereal. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? I feel like I have an unfair advantage because I know what KFC serves. I feel like mashed potatoes fits. Let's do mashed potatoes. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I'm somewhat of a scientist myself. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy? And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Just like you and me, Colonel Sanders. I'll go get the potatoes. Yes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine, he said. Picking perfect produce is a passion. The passion of picking perfect produce. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Yeah, Ashley. Because he's going to pick me over your Team Rocket looking ass. Sanders' heart is my business. Since when? Since you decided to go a little ooh woo, I'm an innocent girl back when you tasted his chicken? He ain't your man. Did someone call for me? Yeah, get your lady out of here. Van the man. Also, what happened to the music? Dang. His arms full of peeled potatoes, he tosses them into the boiling water and turns his attention to you as your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looks like Bailey was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up into my level. Haha, doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubt whatsoever that Colonel Sanders' ability can get creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing, as she's positioned herself at your station. Don't you dare, Ashley. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a... Okay, well, the music's still going. Like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel, and if you don't watch out, Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. I mean, why would I turn to Miriam when she's doing her own thing? I'm gonna go with Colonel Sanders here. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. That's right, Ashley! Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? A businessman respects all fair agreements from contracts to handshakes. I took on Bailey as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. That's my dog right there. That's my dog. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed and boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well, while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Ashley, can you leave? Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat. Ooh, pours smooth, brown gravy smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Wow. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for a small moment, all of the madness and pressure of this crazy world stops. Together, you take the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift up a heaping spork full up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the spork full of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Van, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Bailey. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I has potatoes? Shut up, Pop! Whoa! Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends it. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will look on with envy. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rust and may have turned. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. Uh-oh. Bro, he died? It killed him? I'm not sure if the professor here makes enough money. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. Why is everyone giving this guy such a hard time? R.I.P. to unknown student. Ooh, pretty. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Bailey? There's something I need to tell you. Van. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them, like wishes floating on a shooting star. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? That's what I'm saying. You literally killed a guy. You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. We're talking about me. Me. I am the hero. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge open. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid, be very afraid of me because I'm a monster. See? It's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Attack! Which attack will I use? Cook with love, that's the only one I have. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes into the attack. Spit hot gravy. You take 1 damage. Attack! Which attack will you use? The only one I have. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Utilitensel. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. I need to attack. I need to go for the final blow. It only does 1 damage though. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Hot pie power pinch. Does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Finish him! This monster messed with the wrong chef. You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction. You defeat a monster left behind. A special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon inspection, it's much, much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. Library card tucked inside the last name is signed out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stay. Okay, we've been recording for almost an hour. How long is this? The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. You're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Okay. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used blank. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you, all right. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. So this is the start of day 2. I'm assuming we go through all 3 days. And with that in mind, I think I'm going to have to upload this to 3 separate videos. So we got Valentine's week this week. So stay tuned on Wednesday for day number 2 of... What's the name of this game again? I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. But until then, if you enjoyed this first episode of this, remember to like it, share, subscribe if you are not already subscribed, turn on notifications, join the journey, and I will see you on Wednesday for day 2 as we try to win the heart of Colonel Sanders. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.